It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's Monday morning, May 23rd, and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rechtenwald, along with David Stroud and Scooter Whoop Whoop Gollies.
There you go, whoop whoop. Gonna go throw two of them out there this morning.
That'll make,
That's two this morning.
it's a little bit carried away there.
Don't be messing around with my math. That was two this morning. We're good.
You sure? You still got both shoes on. Did you count your right foot?
No, just the left.
Just
the left.
Wow,
Yeah,
let's get
that's
both,
gonna
all the counting done on one
right-handed, dominant, left-footed. I don't know how that works.
foot. I tell you what, Mount Home had a great graduation Friday night.
They did.
The weather held off for them. It was really nice. A little bit of a breeze, which kept it kind of cool, kept the humidity out of the stadium.
Looking at the sky at one point, I was beginning to wonder.
I was a little scared.
Yeah,
As they say, I was scared.
I was scared.
Standing there holding that microphone on on that track going, all right, I'm a lightning rod.
Well, I'm holding a whole metal tripod.
Yeah. I'm just really glad the wind didn't pick up like it was during practice.
Yeah.
Because it would have been terrible. But Mountain Home graduated about 317 graduates Friday night, so we congratulate all of those and the teachers and the administrators that pushed that through and got that
Here's
done.
the important question. How many names did you mess up on?
At least two.
None, no.
None, because it's however you said it is how it
says
is.
it, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's their fault for not being named that. No.
The drawback to doing that is when they come up, they say their names. Well, I had this young lad come up and tell me the wrong name.
Really?
Fooling around with me, right?
And so it got you, yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
he caught me. Well, as I started saying the first name that he said, I was looking at my paper and caught myself. So that was one of my foolars.
But that wasn't because of you. It's because he messed with
It
you.
was bad enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt bad about it anyway. But
Right.
anyhow, let's go to prayer. Brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, 29 to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff have been voted the #1 funeral home in the state of Arkansas for a number of years, somewhere upward like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Her grandfather started that business a long, long time ago, and she's continuing on a family tradition with all our respect as how they do business. And now, the morning prayer. Father God, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. We just pray that you'll continue to be with folks as they travel home from the graduation festivities that were here over the weekend. And Lord, we just pray that you will continue to lead, guide, and direct those seniors that have graduated. It's an important time in their life. Lord, I want to pray for the family of Mike Beam as he lost his battle over the weekend. And Lord, we just pray that you'll be with them and comfort them in their time of sorrow. And Lord, we just always thank you for what you give to us on each and every day. And we just pray for our firefighters, our policemen, first responders, our EMTs, our teachers, our administrators who are now on leave, and they're excited about that. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So let me tell you this little story before we take this commercial to get to the Z team. I go to Orscheln's, and they ask you for your rewards number.
Yeah.
And I rattle off 870-4050. Oh, wait a minute, that's not my number.
You were going.
Yep. And then,
I wonder if they have rewards there, and they would.
And the little guy behind the counter says, "Mr. Reckham, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, but that's not my number." But however, that is the Z Team's number. If
Right.
you'd like, if you're interested in buying some real estate, that would be who you want to call.
There
And
you
I went
go.
ahead and finished out the number for him.
There you go.
Let's get a
That's
commercial
funny.
break from Bob and Linda Zadora.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z Team, at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time to take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Don't use that number at Orscheln's. Let's take a look at the temperature. Yeah, where are we going, Scooter?
Well, I was going to cameras, but
Fooled you, did I? We'll go to cameras right now. We'll go to cameras here in a minute. Temperatures in Mountain Home is 53, Harrison's 51, Batesville 57, Yellville 55, Marshall is 57, Salem is 51, Mountain View 57, Calico Rock 53, West Plains, Missouri is 51, Springfield 51, Poplar Bluff 56, and St. Louis, Missouri 48. Before we go look at the radar and take a look at all the clouds that are moving in this way, let's take a look at the White River. A nice shot of the White River from the Marion County side back into the Baxter County side. What you're looking at is the baseball park, the Railroad Museum. Over to your right is Contractors Trust.
we got a boat right at the bottom.
And a boat sailing. That is a live shot, and you can tell it because there's a fishing boat right there. If we had that auto zoom, we could zoom in, see what they're catching.
Well, here in a minute, it's going to hit where it's zoomed into, I think. We're going to switch cameras.
Look at that. Look
There
at
it
that.
is.
Look at that
Right
timing.
Now, that's a pretty good shot when you can catch a boat cruising downriver.
Right.
Yeah, that river is full this morning. And there we go. Bob and Linda Zadora, realtors you would recommend to a friend. 870-405-0793 is their phone number. If you want a piece of God's country, give them a call. If you're looking to sell your home that's already here, call them. They could use some listings. You know, as we were saying earlier, off to your far, far distance is the state of Missouri. I haven't found anybody that can tell me exactly what knob that is out there yet. But I'm working on it. To your left is the Rainbow Bridge. And it's a great shot.
Incredible shot.
Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Busy, but never too busy to help you. So let's take a look at the radar. Got some clouds moving in, like we said. Looks like Memphis and Charlotte, North Carolina, and Atlanta, Georgia, they're going to get some rain today. Hoping, let this thing catch up with us here a little bit. We'll zoom in a little bit to the state of Arkansas. Right now we're clear as can be, but tomorrow about this time it'll be raining again. So there's that cell that's supposed to come in. They're saying that cell will be here about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and boy, I hope it don't quite make it. What happened to my screen, Scooter? Right, the internet's a little slow today.
I'd updated it.
Looks like Texas is getting hit with some severe storms. Del Rio, San Angelo, Abilene on the national weather scene. Looks like that is, what does that look like, David? A flood watch to you? This up here in Kansas?
Yep.
The 7-day forecast. Mostly cloudy, then an isolated thunderstorm, 20% chance, high today of 68. Tonight, 20% chance of thunderstorms, low of 55. Tuesday, 30 to 70% chance. They don't want to get too tight on it, you know, they're going to give us a rain.
Oh, yeah.
30 to 70% chance, high of 69. Thunderstorms on Tuesday night, 80% chance of rain, 61 is the low, 71 on Wednesday, 60% chance of rain. Wednesday night, 30% chance of rain. I sound like a broken record. Low, 52. A little bit of sunshine on Thursday, high of 70. Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 52, and Friday, sunny and 80 degrees. Let's take a look, see what the weekend looks like right now. Sunny and high near 83 on Saturday, mostly clear, low near 63 on Saturday night, and Sunday, high near 84. Let's just hope that comes true.
Yes, sir.
The pollen. Tree pollen, high today, none tomorrow, none on Wednesday. You reckon rain's got something to do with that?
It might. A little bit.
Grass pollen today is high, tomorrow is high, and Wednesday is moderate. Lake Norfolk, is it coming down any? Doesn't look like it. As of today, it's 571.95, which is 19.95 above full pool of 552. They are not generating at this time. Bull Shoals, 687.13, which is 28.13 above full pool of 659, and they are generating 6. So if you are on the river or thinking about giving on the river, give them a call at 431-5311 and get the most updated generation report. It will change throughout the day. It could be less, it could be more. Just be careful if you're out there. We don't want any boating accidents, that's for sure. So that is the weather and all the updates brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Give them a call. They'll be glad to help you. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
I'm Henry.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This morning we are expecting a Meet the Candidate segment. Doc Washburn, who is running for governor of the state of Arkansas, is supposed to be calling in, so we're going to hit some news highlights until he does, and we'll carry on from there. Arkansas Broadcasters Association has honored Mr. Bob Knight of KTLO. He is the former owner of co-owner of KTLO, who died in October of last year. And they are just they're honoring him as I guess they just honored him as a lifelong broadcaster, because gosh, Bob Knight has been here since we were here.
He's,
Long time.
yeah.
He was a staple
Long
of
time.
KTLO, you
And
know.
I believe that his daughter Heather Loftus has taken over KTLO and is going to do a great job over there, I'm sure. The Cotter School Board approved 7 resignations during their monthly meeting and 1 new hire. You know, I was reading an article last week that there is a shortage of teachers nationwide,
Yeah.
but there is no shortage here. But with all these people getting to retirement age,
Right.
there may be a little bit of
It
a
may
shortage
be,
in
yeah.
this area for sure. Flippin School Board will meet today. Items on their agenda are resignations and new hires. They've got a middle school business teacher that is retiring, resigning, an elementary teacher resigning, and a couple of cooks in their kitchen that will be resigning. They have hired a new food service manager, which will be Melissa Matthews, and they've hired a couple of new cooks. So they'll probably be looking for some teachers too. So teachers are in great demand right now, that's for sure. There's a boil order issued for parts of Bruner Hill Water Association. You know where Bruner Hill is, Scooter?
No, I don't know.
Jordan.
Where- Jordan?
Okay.
Okay.
Down around Jordan. Saturday storms is the result in a boil water order issued for part of Bruner Hill. The water association in this area will affect the Jordan area. One of the lines that was repaired is the Rodney Cutoff, and they're continuing to work on some other broken lines. So just be careful. If you have a question about that, get a hold of your water supplier and see if you need to be under a boil water order. And let's see what else we can pick up here. Did you get any bad storms at your house on Saturday?
Got a little bit.
But
Little
you,
bit.
but you, David?
Yeah, Carla was wondering if the house was going to get hit by lightning. I was at work, but she texted me and was like, "It is crazy over here."
You said it'd be a good time to get off your phone.
Right?
Not as bad as it was with the landlines when you're sitting there talking on the landline.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden lightning hits in the area and it pops your ear.
Pops your ear, yeah. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
Kind of crazy.
I don't think anybody. Well, there's some that probably still have a landline in their house.
Gainesville baseball team will be at home for the state tournament opener. That's congratulations to the Gainesville Bulldogs. They will get to play in front of a home crowd today. They won their district title last week, and they will host Plateau in the sectional round of the Class 2A state tournament. The game will start at the Gainesville Ballpark at 4:30 today.
That's cool. Very nice.
Okay, I've got them logged in. Do we want to go ahead and take that commercial break?
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be back with Meet the Candidate, Doc Washburn, candidate for Arkansas governor. Be back in just a moment.
I'm Henry Campfield, your candidate for Baxter County Sheriff. I'm a veteran, a family man with over 20 years of law enforcement experience. If you are ready for positive change in your community, I humbly ask for your support May 24th in the Republican primary.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Shannon Felicia, and I'm talking to you, the Baxter County citizen. I'm a military man, a veteran, a family man with over 25 years military experience in civil engineering, and I'm asking for your vote on May the 24th in the Republican primary to elect me, Shannon Felicia, as your next Baxter County judge.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. At this time, we're going to do a little segment called Meet the Candidate. Doc Washburn's a candidate for Arkansas governor, and he is joining us via audio only. We do not have video at this point. Maybe we can get that worked out before we're over at 7:30. So, Mr. Washburn, welcome.
Hey, good morning. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear him.
Okay, great.
Oh, Bob can't. Hang on.
Okay, you can hear me, but Bob can't hear me.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to...
Yeah, here, switch with me.
Yeah, switch with him, Bob. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out why we don't have the video.
Well, that's all right.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have to
turned on this end.
Okay.
Is it something I'm supposed to hit over there to get video?
That's all right. We'll just do it.
That's all right, sir. We're going to have to just do it without it and
that's all right.
Get some points out here. Good morning. Where are you located this morning?
I'm in Little Rock at home this morning.
Little Rock at home.
Yes, sir.
And you've been busy on the campaign trail, no doubt.
Yes, sir. I've been in Mountain Home a couple of times. Always good to get up there.
The early voting will end tonight. The general election is tomorrow. The primary is tomorrow. I need to hear what your talking points are because unfortunately we're going to be short on time.
That's quite all right. Quite all right. Not a problem. Yes, sir. I want to drastically cut the size and scope of the Arkansas state government to get them off our backs and out of our wallets. We're sitting on $1.2 billion tax surplus, which means they've been taxing living daylights out of us. We feel the pain of the Biden inflation whenever we go to the grocery store, whenever we try to put gas in the tank. Unlike my opponent, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I will say it loud and clear, they stole that election from us in 2020, and everything they are doing is to punish us. And we've got one of the biggest state governments in the country, definitely the biggest for a state our size. A friend of mine named David Crow, an article on Conduit News in 2017, and he compared our state with other states about the same size. We've got about 3 million people. He compared us with other states anywhere from 2 million to 4 million, and we have a much bigger state payroll than those other states. Also compared what our state government spends per capita per year with all the other states around us, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and we spend something like $9,200 a year. The other states are anywhere from $6,600 down to $4,800. We can't afford this. What I'm talking about is not what Governor Hutchinson and Sarah Huckabee Sanders is talking about. They're saying, well, look, let's just gradually reduce the personal income tax 0.2% per year. No, sir. No, sir. I want to get rid of the personal income tax right away, get rid of the income tax of small businesses, and get rid of the tax on used goods, including used cars. It's remarkable to me. Hasn't been too many years since this was a deep blue state. 5 of the 6 people we sent to Washington were Democrats. We had supermajority of Democrats in both houses of the state legislature. All the constitutional officers, governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, everybody was Democrat. And we flipped it pretty quick to Republican, probably because of Barack Obama, because of them shoving Obamacare down our throats, taking our health care choices away from us. Probably because of the sanctity of marriage, probably because Barack Obama was so pro-abortion. And there are a lot of people in the state who said, look, I can't continue to call myself a Christian and a Democrat. I've got to switch from D to R, whether people already in office, people running for office, or regular voters like you and me. But the problem is, a lot of these people did not make the transition from Democrat to Republican when it comes to fiscal issues. They still think that high taxes and a big government are a good thing. I would take that $1.2 billion tax surplus, give a third of it back to the taxpayers right away, keep a third for a rainy day fund, and use the rest of the money to do a forensic audit of our total state government and see how much we can cut. I mean, how many empty buildings do we own? How many vehicles do we own that the agencies don't even know about? We're the only state in the country with duplicate child welfare agencies. We got DCFS, we have Crimes Against Children Division. And by the way, I've got a revolutionary idea, which is to take the golden rule, do unto others as you have them do unto you, and apply it to state government. I understand that every once in a while, our child welfare agencies leave children in dangerous situations, but all too often, they take kids away from parents who haven't done anything wrong, and then Lord help you if the state gets your children because you're presumed guilty until you prove yourself innocent. If I'm governor, all child welfare workers will have to wear body cams or interacting with parents and children. They'll have to get parents Miranda rights, and I will order them to stop trying to force their way into people's homes without a warrant because parents don't know their constitutional rights. By the way, as you can see, I do have the face for radio. I'm going to let you guys get a word edgewise.
I do have a question for you. 2 of them, matter of fact. One regarding the surplus. How much does that surplus grow every year?
That's a good question. I don't know how much it grows every year, but I know we're sitting at $1.2 billion, and a lot of the people in our state government don't see that as a problem.
What is the rainy day budget, the number for that budget? What number should that be at as a surplus carryover?
Yeah, well, it's like I said a few minutes ago, I would say I would keep about a third of that for the rainy day fund. But right now, we have to get rid of as many taxes as we can because Biden's handlers, and we all know he's not in charge, he's got dementia. Biden's handlers are not going to let up. They want to turn us into Venezuela. They want to turn us into Zimbabwe. And we got to fight back. with cutting our state government as much as we possibly can.
My other question was, as the governor of the state of Arkansas, what can you do to help the gas prices come down?
Well, the only thing I know we can do is to try to cut the gas tax too. I mean, we can't get rid of it completely, but we've got to try to cut it. I saw in the last couple of days, we're up from like 388 to 419. And that is intentional. That is intentional. They stole this election and they're trying to take us down. They want to put us all under a one world government. It's like Trump said in the fall of 2020, if somehow Biden gets into the Oval Office, China is going to take over. Biden and his son are hopelessly compromised. They're hopelessly blackmailed by China, Russia, and who knows who else. And I'm sure they're big fans of the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab, who said back in 2020, by 2030, you won't own anything, you won't have any privacy, but you'll be so much happier. Well, the heck with that. We got to push back against that every way we possibly can. I'm talking about it. My only opponent, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, won't say a word, because if Walmart, Tyson, and the Arkansas Chamber of Commerce are in favor of something, she's not going to kick back against them. I would like to mention one more thing about that before we run out of time here. Last year, Republicans in the state legislature passed the SAFE Act, Save Adolescents from Experimentation, to outlaw puberty blockers, outlaw castrating children. Asa Hutchinson vetoed it, went on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News, lied about Walmart telling him to veto it. Walter Family Foundation talked about how wonderful he was for standing with our transgender 8-year-olds. Sarah refuses to criticize him for that or anything else. Recently, Asa went on ABC This Week with George Step on All of Us and said, overturning Roe is a good thing, but we wouldn't want Congress to pass a federal law against abortion. So Asa, Arkansas Right to Life Hutchinson, Asa, I'm going to be at every March for Life Hutchinson and give a speech against abortion, is now coming out as pro-abortion for the blue states. Let them keep on killing the babies in the blue states. I challenged Sarah to finally criticize him on something. Instead, she comes out with a little commercial saying, I'm not going to apologize for who I am. My opponents are trying to destroy me. I did another Facebook Live. Sarah, you only got one opponent, and that's me. And if telling the truth, trying to encourage you to do the right thing is an attempt to destroy you, I can't help you.
It's good to hear a candidate for governor that knows that Mountain Home Arkansas exists.
Yes, sir.
And life in Arkansas is not just the Northwest Corridor.
Amen. Yes, sir. I mean, whenever we've been running all over the state, Mountain Home, Harrison, Paragould, Pocahontas, the Northwest Arkansas, all over the state. And everywhere I go, I was in Fouke, Arkansas, which is south of Texarkana, Saturday night. Everywhere I go, I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Doc Washburn, Republican, running for governor. Unlike my opponent, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, I will answer questions. That's why I'm here, and she's not. You don't run into her. I run into all kinds of people running for all kinds of offices. You won't run into her anywhere because all she does is her own photo ops that are set up. And her folks try to do whatever they can to make sure that people can't get close enough to her to answer questions. Because when they do, they find out she does not have a problem with employer vaccine mandates. Tyson wants to fire people for not getting a vaccine. That's fine with Sarah. She has admitted that repeatedly.
We've got about one more minute, sir. Is there anything you'd like to get across in that minute?
Yes, sir. And I appreciate y'all having me on the morning show on XL7-TV this morning. Just that I want to drastically cut the size and scope of our state government to get them off our backs and out of our wallets. I want to apply do unto others as you have them do unto you. Day one, if I'm elected, I will issue an executive order ordering the Office of Long-Term Care to enforce the law, to actually inspect nursing homes to stop the abuses. By state statute, they're supposed to inspect nursing homes, and they're not doing it. I'll also have my staff work with all 75 county judges to try to make sure that the problem of homelessness with our veterans is taken care of. Every county has an office that's supposed to be working with veterans to make sure they get the federal benefits they are due. They might be doing a great job in your county, but A lot of counties, they aren't. And we have to start treating our veterans like human beings.
Absolutely right. We've got a bunch of them up here in north central Arkansas. We appreciate your time, sir. The best of luck to you in the election. Hope to talk to you again in the future.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you all. God bless you. Have a great day.
Thank you much. Bye-bye. We're going to take a break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. Be back in just a moment.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Hello, this is State Representative Jack Fortner. I know you've heard lots of misleading statements about me being a liberal and pro-choice. I assure you, I am neither. I have both the endorsement of the Arkansas Right to Life Council and Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who said Representative Jack Fortner is a conservative Republican who has a consistent record of conservative values. Ask anybody that knows me what kind of a man I am. I ask for your vote, and I thank you for your support. Jack Fortner.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
As a practicing attorney with 28 years of courtroom experience, it is important to me that we have honest, fair, and experienced judges. I'm Jody Carney, and as the next district judge for Baxter and Marion counties, I want to help keep our communities safe and provide professional and efficient administration of justice. Please allow me to provide this service by voting Jody Carney for district judge. Early voting begins May 9th and continues through Election Day on May 24th.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, Sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Hi, I'm Kevin Liddy. I'm running for the office of Baxter County Judge. Over the last 28 years, I've served the citizens of Baxter County while working with the Mountain Home Police Department. I am passionate about the citizens and its employees, and I'd like to keep moving Baxter County forward. In the last few years, our county's infrastructure has greatly improved, and I would like to keep moving us forward. I'm Kevin Liddy. I ask for your vote in the Republican primary on May 24th.
Welcome back to the morning show. My guest is Brian Plumlee, candidate of Baxter County Judge. And this is my first time doing an interview, so bear with me. I'm sorry that you...
No, you're fine.
But Brian and I know each other from back in my high country days, and it's been quite a few years since we've seen each other.
Gosh, it must be, at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I got more gray than I did back then.
Right, and it just keeps coming. I know they can see that right there. It's a beautiful patch of gray. But Brian Plumlee is a native of Baxter County, and I was on your website last night reading that the Plumlees date back a century, over a century. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I know you, but the viewers might not, so tell them about yourself.
Yeah, we've been here for a really long time. My parents, Dave and Rita, my family has owned Plumlee Tire, I think. Well, that predates me.
Right.
My brother and my cousin now run it, and so we've been around here for a little bit. For the last 12 years, I've been the city clerk of Mountain Home, and that's pretty much. I guess I could go back a little bit further to my high school days. I was our class president here at Mountain Home. So, but that's the only time I've been away from Mountain Home was in college for 4 years.
Where'd you go?
University of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what'd you major in?
Business.
Business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you got a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. I haven't got to use it, but.
Well, no. I mean, really, a business degree can go into many aspects of life. It really is. It's very broad that you can get into just about any business or even in politics, and it helps you.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll help you if you're voted county judge.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, well, to what extent, I've got some things here.
Yeah, please ask me.
Yeah, to what extent have you been part of the local government in Baxter County? I'd seen on the website you were part of the Republican Party and you were the chairman.
Yes, so from 2018 to 2020, I was the chairman of the Baxter County Republicans. So I definitely have experience in leadership with that. We raised a lot of money during that time. And it was definitely interesting, to say the least.
Well, somebody that's never been to one of those meetings, or like I've never been to a Republican Party meeting. I am a Republican, but I've just not gone to it. What usually goes on during that time? What do you all discuss?
State races. Here locally, we used to discuss a lot of stuff that was going on locally, and now that we hold every office, Republican-wise, we would often, like the primary function of the Republican Party here in Baxter County is to raise money for Republican races and
talk strategy and
pretty much that.
How to
we
get
would
the word
typically
out.
have a guest speaker and whatnot, but it got to a point where we were actually raising money for other Republican counties or other counties for Republican candidates.
Yeah.
And because, like I said, we now hold every office in Baxter County. So.
Right. So is that you were there for 2 years as the chairman? Is that something that rotates out, or do you just decide to do something else and step down and let somebody else in?
Yeah, it's good. You can stay there. You can run for it as much as you like, and for me, I just most people do their 2 years and just.
Yeah, make way for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, then COVID hit.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's too bad that our local and state and federal offices don't work that way to where people just step in and step out. I'm a big believer in term limits, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just figuring out what kind of limits. Because they say, you get into a job like a state representative or even Congress, and 2 years you're just learning the job, and then your next 2 years you can actually implement stuff. You get a little bit more clout, as they say, and so you can actually get something done. So I would agree term limits would be great, but you got to give time. Where do you find it? Yeah, so you get 8 years to be a president, and your first 4 are just trying to keep people happy enough to vote for you again, I guess. And then your next 4 is when you really get stuff done. Even though I believe Trump got a lot done in his first 4 years.
I was going to ask, how do you think the first 4 is going for this guy?
Yeah, you can tell how it's going. It's not good at all. So, but it's going back to living in Mountain Home in Baxter County. You just recently got married. Yeah. So that was back in October. And so how is that going? How's the personal life?
I think it's going well. I'll ask her when I come home today for lunch. But
right. And how did she feel about you running for Baxter County Judge?
In all honesty, there's a lot of ups and downs with it. You have good days, you have bad days with it. I think she's handling it better than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest supporter. Best friend. I couldn't be happier.
That's excellent. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
You always want the people closest to you to be your biggest cheerleader, and it's good to have. My wife is my biggest cheerleader, and I sure do appreciate her for that.
Absolutely.
Right, definitely. Okay, so let's move into a little bit of politics, and we have a few minutes, then we'll go to a break. What's your vision for the future of Baxter County? What changes would you advocate for, and why?
Several things. Just off the top of my head, I think there's a lot that we can do as far as our roads go. I definitely want to improve our roads. I definitely want to do more for our volunteer fire departments. I also think that there's a lot that we can do with relationships as far as local municipalities, with as far as the county judge and mayors of cities and townships. I think there's definitely relationships there that can be built, and that can, if we can't work together.
Right. Well, and you were 12 years. You're still 12 years as city clerk, and I'd read that you've gone through 3 mayors.
3 mayors and 6 councils.
6 councils.
Yeah, so, I will say that's probably my greatest attribute, is relationships and getting along with people. Prior to me being there, the relationships with clerks and mayors were not so great, and that's just kind of par for the territory around the state. I say I pride myself on that. Watch me win this thing and and not have good relationships.
Then you start to butt heads.
Yeah.
Changes when you're in the position of power.
Yeah. But no, I really think there's a lot that we can do there, and I think there's partnerships that can be formed, and I think there's a lot we can do for law enforcement as well. One thing that a lot of folks don't talk about is economic development, and I do think there's a lot that we can do with that. I think we can have sustainable growth in the county, and not grow too big too fast, but I think there's a lot that we have going on for us right now that we can continue to grow upon and further the economic development in Baxter County.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and take that short break, and then we will come back and visit with Brian Plumlee, candidate for Baxter County Judge.
Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
My name is John Montgomery. 18 years ago, you hired me as your Baxter County Sheriff. My management team and I have worked hard to make the Sheriff's Office a premier law enforcement agency. I believe that transparency is the greatest form of public trust. As a result, my guiding principles of honesty, integrity, and professionalism have shaped the direction of our office. Working for the citizens of Baxter County has been the greatest privilege of my professional career. I have much more to do for you and the Sheriff's Office, and I respectfully ask for your vote on May 24th.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
It's a matter of taste.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud. We want to thank you for joining us to visit with Brian Plumlee, candidate for Baxter County Judge. And we were off camera. I was talking about going back to the city clerk position. What is it exactly the city clerk does? Because you've been doing it for 12 years.
A lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, as far as recording minutes from council meetings, getting notices out to the public, resolutions, ordinances, a lot of documentation. And then as far as, I'd say that I do a lot of, I guess you call me the middleman between the council and the mayor.
Right.
So a lot of that.
So you really do touch on every aspect of local government because everything that they're doing, you're getting to see. You're recording everything. You know everything that's going on in the county. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the changes they want to make or don't want to make, the things that you see that they should be doing. Mm-hmm. And they don't, or you're agreeing with what
they are doing,
that they are doing.
Yeah.
That's you're good to go with, and that kind of leads you right into going for the Baxter County Judge position, because you see things that you want to have change, and you've been watching it for many years. You've been part of the city government. You know what's going on. You've seen, So what is it? So that kind of puts me into. The vision of the county, and what you want to do in the future and why you're running for Baxter County Judge.
Just being a native here, I love Baxter County. I think that there's a lot that we can do. Kind of going back to our roads, our volunteer fire departments, our sheriff's department. I think there's things that we can definitely help them with.
Right. So
emergency management.
Yeah.
But as far as like with the city, kind of. I guess, if you will, segueing into the county. It's kind of the same concept in a way. I mean, I guess I'm kind of comparing apples to oranges, but, you take, it's just, like I said, it's kind of the same concept. You take the city. I think last year our budget was $32 million. The budget for the county last year was $21 million.
Yeah.
So obviously the city has advantages. That the county does not, so it'll be different from that aspect, but to me it's still the same concept. This is how many dollars you have to work with, and this is what you have to go after and achieve, and yeah.
So you get a budget of $21 million for the year, and you've got to divvy it up between what?
I'd say Road and Bridge and the Sheriff's Department occupy at least about 55 to 60% of that budget.
Right. So how do you choose which roads to do and which ones not to?
I think you have a merit system. I've been getting calls ever since I announced that I was running about, my road this, my road that, and some of them, they all need work. I think that you have a merit system of how many people go down this road each day or each week. How bad is what's the condition of this road? I think you have a merit system, and you go by that. And I also think, you may have a road, just kind of to dive into it, you may have a road that was built, let's say 20 years ago.
Right.
And it was 12 feet wide back then. And they've been putting down base after base after base. And now the road is almost 18 feet wide. That's prime for chip and seal. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
And we have so much base out there on some of these roads that it washes away each year.
Right.
Like, why not chip and seal it?
Right.
We'd save money in the long run.
I'd seen that you had posted about some of the roads that the drainage isn't great, and why is that not ever fixed?
I honestly think that we just put Band-Aids on things, and I get it. You're limited to, X amount of funds.
Because of budget constraints, yeah.
Yes, but if we were to put in bigger culverts, concrete culverts, and if we were to maintain them the way that we should, we would save a lot of money in the long run.
Yeah. So what you're looking at is they each year they put a Band-Aid on it, they spend X amount. And you're going to be Band-Aiding it again next year, so why not just try to figure
eat it?
Yeah, and just do it and get it fixed to where you're not touching that part of the road again and again.
And there's bonds
again.
for that sort of thing, to where, if you don't have it now, you can take out those bonds and further that down the road, but at least you're doing a long-term solution to something versus a Band-Aid. And I'm not being critical of Road and Bridge. I want to be very clear when I say this, that our Road and Bridge employees are excellent, and I'm going to be a pro-employee guy.
Right.
I just think there's things that we can look at in a different way. And one of my biggest pet peeves in government, and this might be a big pet peeve to people at home too, but I've heard it for 12 years, and it gets under my skin, is we've always done it this way.
Yeah.
You don't have to continue to do it that way just because it's been done that way before.
People are afraid of change.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen in the many places that I've worked, is it's done this way. They don't take anybody's advice, that they know better, and that aggravates me too. It's like, you can change a little bit, and it probably will work, or listen to the guy because he might know what he's talking about. But people get complacent and they don't want to change. Yeah. So, okay, let's move to this one because I thought it was pretty good. Regarding your prospective position, what do you consider your greatest strengths and weaknesses?
I'd say my greatest strengths are relationships with people. There's no doubt in my mind. I've gotten along with all the mayors I worked under, and the councils, and I'd say relationships.
Yeah.
I'd say that's my greatest strength. I don't know. I can't begin to think of a weakness.
Yeah. I'll tell you what mine is that I want to know everything right now. Like with this new job that I've got, it's throwing me for a loop because there's so much to learn, and I want to know it right now, and that's my.
No, I'm right there with you. No, I'd say paperwork is probably my biggest weakness. I've been there for 12 years here at Mountain Home as the city clerk, and you just get tired of the paperwork.
I hear you. You want to actually do something, and
it's like every time you get it off your desk, there's more paperwork.
Right. Let's see. What do you consider the biggest challenge of the position you're running for?
Honestly, I'd say that's a toss-up right now between. I'd say it's Road and Bridge.
Yeah.
There's definitely some challenges with our volunteer fire departments. A lot of folks don't know this, but nationwide, volunteers for fire departments are down.
Yeah.
And we have some out there that I feel like they're a few people away from not being able to
continue.
Yeah.
So how do you find prospects for that? I mean, it's got to be somebody in that area, correct?
Yeah.
And so it's not like putting out an ad for a job because it's volunteer.
It's volunteer.
They've got to want to do it. So
I think there's incentives that we can put out there, but I also think that you have to treat these people as volunteers. You can't treat them like, like they're paid workers.
Yeah.
Anytime you have volunteers, which I've been part of quite a few nonprofit organizations over the years, and have led a few of them. You can't treat volunteers as their paid workers. It just they can walk away and say,
Right.
I quit. They have nothing to gain from it.
Right.
But I'm hoping that's something we can figure out. It's definitely, like I said, it's a nationwide problem, but I really don't want to wait to see what everyone else does. I'd like for us to be at the forefront of figuring out that problem.
Right. And that's, getting with those departments and
Yeah.
talking about the issue and coming together and figuring out a plan.
And they're phenomenal people. I believe we have 17 countywide departments, and you want to talk about great folks.
Oh, yeah.
Great guys. I don't think we have any gals in there, but
There could be.
There could be, yeah.
That's
yeah.
the thing. They can join too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're great people, and they do a great job, and hopefully that's something I definitely want to concentrate on. Yeah, I'd say that in our county roads, probably the biggest challenge that we have.
Good deal. What has been your greatest accomplishment in your career and your personal life?
I'd say in my personal life, I'd say it'd be my wife.
I knew you were going to
Yeah, I hope she's watching.
Better say that.
Yeah. I'd say with the city, I'd say the technology aspect of it.
Yeah. What'd you do there?
When I got there, our website was, I believe at the time, 10 years old. Very, very dated. And anyways, I recreated the website, learned how to do it on my own, and we updated that, and we've updated a lot of technology things.
That's good.
Yeah, including our council meetings, which is hosted by XL7.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for that.
But you're welcome.
Yeah. Very good. And no, it's no easy feat to do websites, because I did that last year after I left Ultimate. I learned how to do WordPress, and that's open source systems. It took me 3 weeks to build my own website, so I can only imagine how long it took. How long did it take to create?
Gosh, this would have been 12 years ago. Or 11 years ago. I'd say probably about 9 months.
Yeah.
A lot of experimenting.
Right.
At the time, we didn't have money to do anything.
Right.
That was on the heels of the not the recession, but whatever you would call it.
Yeah, whatever you.
Whatever you want to call that during the housing.
The
housing crisis
crunch.
back then. But that was on the heels of that. We really didn't have the money, and I don't know there's really a whole lot of interest at the time, but
right.
I could kind of foresee, the future that, we definitely needed to do more.
Sure.
And
you did it. You implemented it.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
All right. We got 2 minutes. So how about 1 minute? You look into that camera and tell the people why they should vote for you.
I really feel like I'm the guy for the job. I feel like that I'm the conservative candidate, but I'm definitely forward thinking. I think there's a lot that we can do here for Baxter County, and I feel like we're just scratching the surface. I definitely want to see us have better roads. I definitely want to do a lot for our volunteer fire departments, and I definitely want to do a whole lot for our sheriff's department. But I have many ideas that I think that we can better serve Baxter County, and I definitely would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to find out tomorrow, because tomorrow is the big day.
Yeah.
We got, what'd you say, 7 o'clock tomorrow night is when the stuff will start coming in. And I'll be watching myself. It's going to be an interesting race with 4 of you going for the judge. 'Cause, you split up the votes there. You got 4 instead of just 2, for the primary. And so it's, may the best man win, and good luck to you.
I could be wrong. We're probably going to a runoff.
Yeah, you never know. It could be. Yep. Yeah. Did you already vote?
No, I haven't yet.
No? You're going to do it tomorrow on the day of?
Yeah.
Yeah. I early voted because I'm cool like that.
I think I'm going to go today. I typically am kind of traditional and wait till election day.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I get behind the long line and I'm like, why did I do
this?
that? Yeah. So I think I may break tradition and go vote today.
All right. Well, thank you, Brian, for coming on. We appreciate having you.
Hey, thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. And you all have a good day. Thank you for joining us.
See everybody tomorrow.
All right.